Hello everybody, Martin's here again. Today I would like to talk about the product from the last video, which is PBL2. PBL stands for pedalboard lightning. Number 2 is the length of the optical cable which is used in this kit. So I will show you again the installation procedure, but a little bit shorter. I will explain, so let's start. Okay, here is the kit which consists of manual, of course. Then we have package with lead profiles and amending cases. We have 6 pieces of longer profiles, then we have 12 pieces of the shorter profiles, 2 amending cases which fixate either the optical cable and also the LED light source. The next parts are the LED source itself, which consists of 2 LEDs connected to the one DC connection, and then we have 2 pieces of self-adhesive clips and 2 pieces of cable ties. And the last part is this optical cable, which in length has 2 meters. This kind of LED source doesn't exist, so I developed it myself. It is easy to install to the existing power supply on your pedal board. Also, the lead profiles are my design, because it simply doesn't exist for the specific optical cable, which I will show you later. Therefore the 3D printing was a solution to make this product. As you can see, this LED light source consists of 2 LEDs on one side and the DC connector on the other side, which is for plugging to your power supply already installed on your pedal board. The length is around 40 cm. The embedding cases are mirrored because they need to be installed in the beginning and in the end of the optical cable. One side for the LED sources and the other side for the endings of the optical cable. If you have seen the last short cartoon-like video, the PBL2 Red, you might have noticed that the lead profiles, embedding cases and the self-adhesive clips are installed at first. Here is the installation from the video. I will remove it and show you the installation of the LED source to the power supply, and also I will show you the installation of these optical cable. I will leave these parts, the embedding cases, the self-adhesive clip and all these lead profiles on this specific pedal board to make it shorter. Also, this kit is recommended for the most common pedal boards designed using aluminum frames in a rectangular shape, which is this one. These types of pedal boards have in common the height of the edge, which is around 2 centimeters high. Oh, come on, focus. This is very important because all these mentioned parts already installed have the height 2 centimeters, and at the same time the design follow the height of the double side sticker, which is used for fixation to the pedal board. So I'm not going to show you the installation of the mentioned parts because the removal of these parts is very time consuming and I have already installed them on this pedal board. Therefore I will use this pedal board with already installed lead profiles, the embedding cases and the self-adhesive clips. But I will explain the most recommended way to install these parts, and also I will show you the rest of the installation, which is the fixation of the power supply, fixation of the LED light source to the pedal board, and the installation and adjustment of the optical cable. Okay, so I already removed the LED light source and the optical cable, and now I show you how to start with installation of these parts. So I recommend to start with the clip and place it in the middle of the front side. Okay, then place these two embedding cases from the middle around 5 centimeters on both sides. Before you install them, make sure they are correctly oriented, which means that the ellipsoid holes should be facing inwards towards the clips and the holes for the optical cable facing outwards. Continue with installation of these big lead profiles and place them on the corners here, 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 here and here. So there are 6 pieces and they are almost at the corners, but place them around 2 centimeters far from the edge of the corner, so the optical cable has less stress to the flexing. If you install all these longer pieces, then continue with the smaller pieces. That we have 12 pieces, so I recommend to use 2 small at the rear edge, starting from the embedding cases, 1, 2, and on the sides again 2. On the longer front edge use 4 lead profiles, and the other side last 2. Okay, so we have already installed all these leading profiles, the embedding cases, and just one clip for the fixation of the LED source. Now we continue with the installation of the power supply at the bottom. Then continue with the fixation of a LED light source and connect it to the power supply. And now we put the LEDs into embedding cases. Make sure these screws are loosened enough so you can push inside the LED source like this. Now the second one. Okay, push them as hard as possible, as far as possible. Now we will use the Allen key 2mm size to fix this LED source. Tighten them enough so you can feel the resistance. And now we need to fix the cables from LED source. We have fixed these cables in here on the front edge of the pedal board, and now we have to fix the rest of the cable going to the power supply. So we have fixed the LED source cables going to the power supply. Now we can install the optical cable. So the optical cable has this kind of profile, which have a optical part and the leading part, and we have to adjust this leading part, simply cut it out, so we will be able to push it into this correct hole of embedding case. I will show you how to cut it. We need to cut around 3 centimeters leading part of the profile, like so, here, and cut along the optical cable the rest what we have to remove. Okay, this is how it looks when it's cut, and we have to push this beginning of the optical cable into the embedding. So I will start on the left side like so. when you push the optical cable, tighten the second screw of the embedding, which is for the optical cable. Okay, tighten it slightly easy and not push the optical cables too much, because it will deform. And now you can install the optical cable into the leading profiles on whole perimeter of the pedal board, like so. So when you reach the end of the optical cable, we have to trim it again so we can install it into the ending embedding case. As you can see, embedding cases also have this kind of mark, which is for measuring the cable length proper to the embedding case. So the length of the cable should be as precise as possible, and these marks will help you to cut the proper length for the optical cable. So measure the right length and make a cut at that spot. Here. Okay, the optical cable it's in a proper length, and now we have to trim also the leading part of the optical cable, as we have done at the beginning here. Okay, it's done. So you have to push this ending into the embedding case. Maybe it's better to pull out the end of the optical cable from the last lead profile, so it's easier to push it into the embedding case like this, and then push it again into the lead profile. The optical cable is inside the embedding case, and also we have installed whole perimeter of the optical cable. Now you can tighten the screw of the second embedding case, and now we will try if the installation is correct. The installation is okay. You might not see it because this lighting is meant to be used in low visibility conditions. I will gradually turn off all the lights I have here in this room. You will see how the LED lights will gradually light up. Okay, so this is in absolute dark I have in the room. Okay, this was all for today's video. Next time I will show you the other colors and how they appear in conditions with low visibility, you know. Like, subscribe, make some comment below, and thanks for watching, and see you next time.